Trinidad and Tobago's men's and women's teams were withdrawn from the Pan American Hockey Cup on Wednesday, citing logistical challenges. However, a day later, the Ministry of Sport has contested those assertions, laying the blame for the no-show at the Hockey Board's feet. Today, the board has defended itself against what its president asserts is an inaccurate picture of the facts.
Around 8 p.m. last evening, 12 hours after the Trinidad and Tobago men's hockey team was meant to start its World Cup qualifying journey at the Pan American Hockey Cup, the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs chastised the sports governing body in a media release. Among the issues raised were the board's non-compliance in submitting audited financial statements for 2024, submitting its Pan Am Cup funding request in May 2025 despite the women's team's qualification in 2022 and the men in 2024, and failing to address outstanding reconciliation reports. The $1.9 million Pan Am Cup budget was prepared on April 28th, and TNT Hockey Board President Willard Harris confirmed it was officially submitted on May 4th due to outstanding amendments. However, that time period falls within the well-established protocol for national sporting organizations to submit budgets 3 months in advance. Harris addressed the reconciliation of the unused funds to be reimbursed to the sport company earlier this week.
We have made efforts to get this done, and we've actually up to last week and up to today we have submitted monies that we owe. What we have not remitted is because we don't have much funds. The total sum was about $88,000. We have since paid over $60-something thousand back.
Harris said the proposal to pay back the remaining $20,000 in 3 installments was made on July 15th. He says the sport company only officially confirmed its acceptance yesterday. Further to that, Harris says the board's good standing has been the subject of continuing dialogue.
As of April, we got back to the 95% compliant. April, May and June we were compliant.
On July 1st, he says they were marked down to 80% compliance and expects to submit the 2024 financials in the coming week to restore their status. Before today, Minister Watts has not been available for comment on the issues at hand, spending the days leading up to TNT's withdrawal at a number of photo opportunities. Today, he appeared unaware of the ongoing document exchange.
So that particular file or note never came to me today. It never reached the PS desk yet, but the PS didn't prepare a note because they are holding back their own funding by not giving Sport TT the relevant compliant document.
Harris said the repurposing of $140,000 for the Junior Pan Am Games was in fact approved by Sport and around $60,000 of unused funds already returned. The ministry's release further asserted that Sport was not made aware of any penalties the TTHB will now incur as a result of opting out of the Pan Am Cup. Harris says this too isn't accurate.
I sent the letter to Sport Company. I have the letter. And then attached where I stated it. We couldn't state amounts, but we stated the ramifications and the fines, penalties, and stuff, what impact it would have. And then attached to that is a letter from the president of the Pan Am Hockey Federation, which corroborated what I was saying in that letter. So that statement is totally erroneous.
Despite seeking to correct the record, the TTHB president says the two entities have a symbiotic relationship and hockey isn't interested in a tit-for-tat. Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sport.